How does a city thrive when it runs out of land? Hong Kong answers this question with a bold strategy: upward building instead of outward. With a population of 7.5 million people packed into just 1,110 square kilometers, Hong Kong has become one of the world's most densely populated cities, averaging 6,900 people per square kilometer as of 2024, according to Statista. Here, only 24% of the land is developed. That is about 268 square kilometers, while the remaining 76% is protected country parks, wetlands, and mountains. Hong Kong's geography is unforgiving. Of its 1,110 square kilometers, 64% of the total is protected natural area that cannot be developed. Since the end of World War II, Hong Kong's population has increased at an astounding rate of about 1 million people every decade. To survive this constraint, Hong Kong turned to land reclamation. Since 1887, the city has reclaimed over 70 square kilometers of the land from the sea, an equivalent of adding an entire new district. But reclamation alone wasn't enough. The answer was vertical density, building upward at unprecedented scales. Hong Kong's density is staggering. In Kowloon's urban districts, average population density reaches 47,760 people per square kilometer, nearly 7 times the territory-wide average. This density is by design. Hong Kong's government controls land supply through monopolistic land sales and development regulations, enforcing floor area limits that shape private housing development. The result is a city where residential towers routinely exceed 50 stories, with some reaching over 100 floors. The International Commerce Center stands at 484 meters, one of the world's tallest buildings. Despite, or perhaps because of this density, Hong Kong has developed one of the world's most valuable property markets. In 2025, private housing prices rose to 3.3%, marking their first annual increase since 2021. Hong Kong has held the title of world's most expensive housing market for 24 consecutive years, with an average property price exceeding $2.73 million, over 7 times the global average. But density alone would create chaos without Hong Kong's secret weapon, world-class transit. Today, 90% of all passenger journeys in Hong Kong are made on public transport. That is railways, buses, minibuses, trams, taxis, and ferries. The MTR rail network is the backbone, carrying over 5 million passengers daily in 2024, with a punctuality rate exceeding 99.9%. Hong Kong pioneered transit-oriented development, or as some would call it, TOD, long before the concept became popular globally. The city operates on what locals call first mile, last mile principles, ensuring development is community-centric and reduces vehicle trips. The funding model is called Rail Plus Property. The government grants land around new stations to the transport operator, who then develops high-end residential apartments and commercial spaces. Revenue from these developments pays for rail infrastructure and operational costs. This creates a virtuous circle. New homes and businesses bringing customers into the transport network, while the transport network attracts residents and businesses. It's mutually beneficial for both the transit operator and developers. The result? 90% of daily commuters travel by public transport, the highest percentage in the world. Hong Kong's housing system has two pillars. Approximately 45% of the population, that is about 3.3 million people, live in public housing. The government plays a crucial role in overseeing supply, using private investment to provide housing for approximately half the population. However, this success has incurred significant social costs, exorbitant property prices, and cramped living conditions. There is no minimum living space requirement per capita in Hong Kong. Higher density housing developments correspond with smaller living units, while lower density projects are associated with larger, more spacious accommodations for wealthier households. In 2024, Hong Kong announced increased development intensity for selected density zones, raising maximum residential plot ratios up to 20% in some areas, to add approximately 7,590 public housing units and 5,460 private housing units. What can African cities learn from Hong Kong's vertical transformation? First, land use efficiency. With only 24% of land developed, Hong Kong demonstrates that protecting natural areas while building upward is possible. The key is integrated planning with streamlined processes. Second, transit-oriented development. The three elements required for successful TOD are the right institutional framework, efficient land assembly, and streamlined planning. Hong Kong's rail plus property model funds infrastructure without relying on central government funds. Third, density is not the problem. It's the solution when paired with transit. Hong Kong's 90% public transport usage shows that high density enables sustainable mobility. Hong Kong proves that a city can thrive despite severe land constraints by building upward, investing in transit, and integrating land use with transportation. Hong Kong's vertical city is not perfect. Property prices are unaffordable for many, and living spaces are cramped. But it demonstrates what's possible when a city commits to density, transit, and vertical development. What can African cities learn about land use efficiency and transit-oriented development? Share in the comments what you think the lessons and takeaways should be. Until the next one, bye.